The Brazilian grandparents who were sentenced to prison for their role in the kidnapping of their own grandson were back in a Houston courtroom today. A judge is trying to determine how much they'll have to pay Houston doctor Chris Brann. He's the father of the grandson, Nico.
Marcelina Benito has more on what was at stake in court.
Carlos and Jemima Guimaraes will spend months in prison. That is a certainty. But before their sentence can officially begin, a judge must now decide how much money those grandparents will pay back Dr. Chris Brann for helping abduct his son to Brazil. Brazilian grandparents and convicted felons Carlos and Jemima Guimaraes walked out of federal court this afternoon, still waiting a judge's final order.
They asked for over $1 million restitution for this couple. It's like sort of, we want to put you in jail and then we want to put our foot on your neck.
Prosecutors asked for $1.4 million in restitution for Houston doctor Chris Brann. Brann has been fighting to get his son Nico back to the U.S. after his ex-wife Marceli abducted him to Brazil in 2013. In May, a jury found Carlos and Jemima guilty of helping their daughter keep him there. Brann wants reimbursement for his numerous trips to Brazil, lost wages, and attorney's fees.
He just estimated something that's totally a lie.
Defense attorneys managed to poke holes in prosecutors' math. By the end of the hearing, Brann's request had dropped to about $772,000. He chose not to answer questions after the hearing.
What the government did today by coming in here with documents wanting $1.4 million, a bunch of made-up stuff, and fabricating, misleading stuff, they ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Wayne Dolcefino represents Nico's mother, Marceli. He says none of this will get Dr. Brann closer to having his son returned.
It's time for everyone in this case to get back to figuring out how they share parenting with this child, but he stays in Brazil.
It's unclear how long the judge will take to issue his final ruling, but as soon as that happens, Carlos and Jemima Guimaraes will have to report to federal prison here in Houston. We're reporting from the federal courthouse this afternoon. I'm Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.